A Promised Land is a memoir by former U.S. President Barack Obama. The book covers Obama's early life, his political career leading up to the presidency, and his time in office from 2009 to 2017. In the book, Obama reflects on his historic election as the first black president of the United States, the challenges he faced in office, and the progress made on key issues such as healthcare reform, foreign policy, and social justice. He also shares personal insights and experiences, offering a unique perspective on his presidency and the state of American politics. He was born in Hawaii to a Kenyan father and a mother from Kansas, and grew up in a multicultural and diverse environment. Obama writes about his experiences with racial identity and discrimination, as well as his struggles to find a sense of purpose and belonging in his young adulthood. He reflects on his years at Occidental College and then transferring to Columbia University, where he studied political science and international relations. Obama also writes about his early career as a community organizer in Chicago, where he worked to help low-income families and address social and economic inequality. He writes about the challenges he faced and the lessons he learned, and how these experiences shaped his political views and aspirations. This period of his life set the stage for his later political rise and eventual run for the presidency. Throughout the book, Obama provides a personal and introspective look at his journey from a young man searching for direction to one of the most powerful leaders in the world. In the second part, he reflects on his political career leading up to the presidency. He writes about his time as a state senator in Illinois, where he worked on issues such as criminal justice reform and environmental protection. He also writes about his successful run for the U.S. Senate in 2004 and his growing reputation as a charismatic and inspiring speaker. Obama describes his decision to run for president in 2008 and the challenges he faced during the primary campaign against Hillary Clinton and then Senator John Edwards. He writes about his historic and groundbreaking campaign, including the Democratic National Convention speech that introduced him to the country and established him as a rising star in the party. Obama reflects on the ups and downs of the general election campaign, including his victory over John McCain in November 2008 and the incredible outpouring of excitement and hope that characterized his presidency at its start. Throughout this section of the book, Obama provides insights into his political philosophy, the decisions he made during the campaign, and the vision he had for America and its future. Over his time as president, he had to face many challenges. Regarding healthcare reform, Obama writes about the difficulty of passing the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. He describes the intense opposition from Republicans and the political and media circus that surrounded the debate over the legislation. Despite these challenges, Obama was able to sign the bill into law in 2010, providing millions of Americans with access to affordable health insurance. In terms of foreign policy, Obama writes about his efforts to wind down the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, his decision to order the mission that killed Osama bin Laden, and his efforts to reset relations with Russia and re-engage with Cuba. He also writes about the rise of ISIS, the Syrian civil war, and the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. On the issue of social justice, Obama writes about his efforts to advance equality for the LGBTQ+ community, his work on criminal justice reform, and his efforts to address systemic racism and discrimination. He writes about the progress made during his presidency, but also acknowledges the ongoing struggle for social justice and the work that remains to be done. Overall, in this section of the book, Obama provides a candid and insightful look at his time in office, including both the challenges he faced and the progress he was able to make on some of the most pressing issues of our time. Barack Obama provides personal insights and experiences that give readers a unique perspective on his presidency and the state of American politics. He writes about the emotional and physical toll of being the leader of the free world, including the pressure of making difficult decisions and the strain of being away from his family for extended periods of time. He also reflects on the attacks he faced from political opponents, the media, and even some members of his own party, and the impact these had on his presidency and his own well-being. Obama also writes about his relationship with his family, including his wife Michelle and his daughters Sasha and Malia. He writes about the sacrifices they made for his political career and the challenges they faced as a family in the White House. He also writes about his own spiritual journey and the importance of faith in his life, and how these experiences shaped his worldview and informed his decision-making as president. In the last section of the book, Obama provides a personal and intimate look at his presidency and the experiences that shaped him as a leader and as a person. He offers readers a behind-the-scenes look at the presidency and the challenges faced by those who hold the highest office in the land, and provides a thought-provoking reflection on the state of American politics and the future of the country.